Hi, my name is Vincent Gallegos, and this is my reflection for the English 102 class by Cline. So this is my reflection for English 102, Cline's online class. And as I reflect back to this last semester, I guess some of the things that have stuck out for me that I know I'm going to carry on to other courses and other writings that I'm able to do in other classes is probably a couple things, is revision, to really go back and look at kind of my overall flow, my overall, starting with a thesis and how I'm best supporting that. I know Laura Cline often offered notes and suggestions, and it always came back to Pi, again, to have each paragraph have its main sentence, its main topic sentence, and then how we're best supporting that. So I know that's something that I was mindful throughout the semester, and will definitely carry with me into other courses and other writings that I do. Also, something I was able to learn quite a bit about was citation, proper citation, and how to cite whatever sources we use. So that's going to definitely be helpful for me in the future. I would say the readings were definitely interesting in that they challenged me to really dig deeper. And I think Laura Cline helped in that often, because I think I was, for the most part, initially staying on the surface of our readings, like we did Bartleby the Scrivener, and we also did White Noise by DeLillo. And both times I know I got feedback on some of my writings and rough drafts as to dig deeper and to find the symbolism. So I would say how I was affected by our readings in this semester was to find deeper meanings, which is definitely where I was not initially. And in the very end, I don't know if I fully got to the deeper meanings, but I can definitely tell you I worked hard at getting under the surface. I definitely learned, I would say, a little bit of all of them, but those that I really worked on the most, or I got the most outcome, if you will, would probably be the developing a voice, to have my writing, sound like this is something I'm definitely putting together, working on, and that it would be unique to how I write and how I put something together. So the other learning outcome, I would say, would be organization skills. In developing an essay, a paper, would be in kind of, I guess, flow, like how a paper would flow from beginning to end. So I know I received feedback this semester on the organization of my papers, and I think as the semester went on, I definitely grew from that, and I would say that learning outcome I definitely achieved this semester. As far as my writing process and my writing process changing, I would definitely say that I definitely grew as a writer this semester. I think, looking back over actually the last year of English 101 and 102, I can definitely look back to the beginning and see that it was pretty rough. And I would say where it grew the most is, again, in continuously rewriting, revising, just going back and proofing what I've written, and really working at it to make it a really a good final. I would say my challenges this semester in English 102 were being an online course. That definitely was a challenge for me, in that it was my first online course that I've taken. So the challenge was to keep up. The challenge was to not be in a classroom where there was maybe constant reminders when you're in the classroom from the teacher as to what's due, what we're working on. It seemed as though the great challenge was the whole online environment. So I really had to stay disciplined to the schedule, to when things were due, to turning things in, and the technology of it all. You know, and I thought going in I was fairly tech savvy, but it required again the discipline of keeping a schedule. You know, so I would say that was the greatest challenge. As far as being successful in that, was just making notes for the week, making a small kind of a rough draft calendar as to what was due, when it was due. That would probably be how I overcame that challenge, I would say. And reflecting back on my English 102 experience online with Laura Cline, was definitely very positive, really enjoyed it. You know, I learned a lot this semester. I grew a lot as both as a reader and a writer. And I would say overall was very positive for me. There was definitely some challenges within the readings at times and the writing of the essays, but honestly, just very grateful for a good semester, a good experience, and to Laura Cline, thank you very much.